Alright, next sim on the list. I'm hoping this one is a good one. Wahya Koda. Sounds potentially Asian. I'm gonna res on this little island over here. It's amazing how quickly you can assess the general build quality and capacity of the sim builder just by like one little artifact. I have to admit I'm getting a little bit discouraged after having been to, I don't know, over 10 sims now, and just the fact that I think my expectations for the build quality to be in general above average was like massively premature. I mean, I've seen a couple of pretty good sims, and there was a couple of really nice artifacts on those sims, but in general, just I've been really disappointed with the build quality that I've been seeing. Fountains, very popular meme in virtual worlds. Once again, there's the kind of characteristic that I love about virtual worlds. You have a fountain that looks completely, well, that one doesn't look realistic, but essentially you get the idea there's water flowing, and yet there's like no plumbing to make that work. It's just the water is materializing out of thin air, kind of. So here we have a little mansion type thing. Well, let's do the overview of the sim first. It's pretty obvious where the sim builder is trying to go with this, with their little road system. They're trying to make sort of a little village type thing. Contemporary, I guess, since it's a contemporary looking road, and yet the buildings are kind of more like older style. Actually, it's a total mixture of eras. I'm seeing like ghetto and Victorian townhouse side by side. So I'm just gonna do a little bit of a criticism here because this kind of really irritates me. The builder has access to plenty of prims, so that's not a problem. If you're gonna build a road and you're gonna use one texture, well, you shouldn't use one texture. You should use, you know, at least enough textures to where there isn't a white line from one segment of the road completely cutting off another road. I mean, that just doesn't look realistic at all, and the road is totally not to scale. It's like the texture is really, it's not a good road texture, so you should definitely fix that if you want it to actually look like a road. I mean, clearly it's a road, but it's not really a believable road. Once again, it looks like the sim builder is doing all their own construction, so props for that. Obviously it takes a lot more effort to do your own builds, although this building may or may not be original. Obviously there's some artifacts here that are a completely different level of quality than the basic structures on here, so those are probably not original creations. But I wouldn't actually know that unless I checked the information for each object, and I don't really want to go to that much trouble. Millinery. So this may be like a shop in progress. Doesn't look like it's ever going to open at this point, though. And this is definitely sort of a ghetto slum. that's being worked on, although it clearly is hardly even started, much less finished. What do we have here? A bunch of freebies. This is obviously like the zone where the construction zone and the res all the objects zone. Yeah, so there really isn't much here. I'm gonna just kind of write this one off because clearly the sim is still really under construction. I mean, who knows what it may turn into, but anyway. So that's Wahya Koda. Anyway, documented.